Hi, just coming a little bit early. Just thought give people a chance to come on and explain what I'm doing here tonight. It's 19:30 hours British summertime here in England. That's 7:30 in the evening, and just thought it was a good time of day for me to do this, and I'm glad to see quite a few people already joining us. Just to explain the process, what I've got here is I'm basically, if you go onto my Instagram account and go into the links and into the bio and into the links, you'll see there is a link to the art show here tonight, and I'll show you all the catalogue of all the images, and they are going very, very cheaply tonight, but all I'm asking is if you look at them, you can order, take one right now, just by clicking in there, and it's yours. They're only one-offs, and as soon as it's been taken, it's gone. So go into the links on the bio and have a look and see what you think, and make a purchase if you want to. I will then get in contact with you later on about delivery and everything else. But the order form is fairly simple. So on this platform, Instagram, go into my bio links and into the September basement sale. So all the pictures I'm going to show you tonight, I'm going to go through them quite quickly, otherwise I'll only bore you. They're all on a canvas, sort of a canvas weave, which I think you might be able to see. I don't know whether you can see it on here particularly well, but they're all canvas. They are pictures I've used in order to they're like artist proofs. I've done them to make sure everything's looking good. They are very good themselves, but at a reasonable price. The first one, I'll start now, and I won't be able to answer any questions. I'm working on my own in my little gallery here, which I've created actually in my garage. So this is better than putting a car in here. This works very well. So the very first picture over here on the back, if you can see it, is 36 inches. I'm going to have to put my glasses on, unfortunately, occasionally. 36 inches by 24 inches wide. And this is a proof called Lonely Tree. It is unusual for me, it's a colour one, but it was for a client who wanted a colour picture in greens and browns. I put this one up, and she decided that she didn't want that one, so that's what it's here for. That one is £70 today, and all the prices include delivery costs as well. So £70, and that's picture number one. I'm going through my little list over here. Picture number two is this one here, which is from my trip to Hokkaido, which is some greenhouses, which are very, very structural, and they look great. I think just as a minimalist image. Just driving along the road in Hokkaido and just happened to look out, and I saw these greenhouses, and I thought, crikey, you've got to stop. The guide I had with me, which is a bloke called Tsu, T-S-U, he's a guy that was Michael Kenner's guide in Hokkaido, and this was shot in Hokkaido. So we pulled over, and I managed to shoot this photograph around the side of a lamppost that was there. This picture is number two, and it's called Lonely Tree, and it's £50. So it'll be all rolled up, and you'll get that one, to frame as you want. The next one here is one called Three Boats, and it's a 17 by 17 image on a 24 inch by 30 canvas, and this is called Three Boats, and it's down at a local beach of mine called Alan Chine, and this was shot near enough in darkness. The sun was just coming up, and this picture was one I tried to get for ages, and you have to get there before dawn, because just as dawn comes up, the fisherman comes out, gets in his boat and paddles off, so you have to be early for this one. So this is a 24 by 30, 17 by 17 image called Three Boats, and it's £50 right now. I hope you're interested in some of these images I'm putting up. I'm very pleased with all of them. In a case, it's a shame that some of them have to go, but that's the nature of things. This is a 24 by 24 picture, again from Hokkaido. This is a lonely tree one. This is a very, very popular image I've had. And this one is on canvas. Well, they're all on canvas. And this is £40. £40. This is Hokkaido tree number 1. And this was a frozen tree on a frozen lake on the beautiful northern island in Japan, where I visited for 10 days in January 2020. Seems a lifetime ago, doesn't it? Being able to get out and about and shoot in places like Japan was fantastic. This is a 19-inch by 19-inch picture, again from Hokkaido. These are just frozen grasses. Shooting an orchard, fruit orchard up on a hill, and on the way back to the van, I just happened to have to pack away my camera, so I found a flat bit of snow, and as I turned round, I just happened to see these grasses just sitting there. And I think maybe some people who follow me, I've seen these grasses before. I hope this is showing well, and they look very beautiful, very minimalist. And this is picture number 5, Hokkaido frozen grasses, and this is £50 as well. So hopefully that'll make someone a very good wall picture. Let me just have a look at some of the people coming in on my site here. Fabien's Superb Travail, thank you, French I think. Andrea, thank you for calling in. Nice to know where you're calling in from, just out of interest. This next one here is picture number 6. When I said about the orchard for the previous picture of this one here is a 12 by 12 little canvas. And these trees here, frozen trees on the hillside, from those I was photographing those when I turned around to find those grasses. This is a 12 by 12 picture, and this is for £20, and this is picture number 6. Beautiful view in Hokkaido. The next picture is number 7. One thing I could ask you all to do, that if just being a favour to me, is would you comment about this presentation, this style of sunning? Is it something you're interested in? Is it too fast? Is it too slow? How are you seeing this? But I would appreciate that for a just learning process. This is the very first picture I shot in Hokkaido, the very first day, the very first image. Absolutely bitter. We're talking temperatures in Hokkaido of up to -20, and on a morning like this with the wind, it was just freezing. And it was quite a good introduction to Hokkaido. So this is a little canvas. This is a 12 by 12 one, and that's £20, £20. I'm just changing tack now. This one here, picture number 8, is a 12 by 20 picture of a deck chair. I'll just show you that one like that. I had this deck chair which I got for my mother-in-law, who's 90, and it's one of those old-fashioned deck chairs, and I thought it just looked great because the new ones don't look so good. This is a wood and a proper canvas job, and it looks really super, the deck chair. And I thought, I'll place it in the sea, and I just love it. I mean, it's a wee bit quirky, but that's what it is. But it's just it is. So this is a 20 by 12. And that picture is £30. £30. The next one is a bit of a beast. This one here is going to be, let me just put my glasses on, I'd like to see who's calling in. Got Jeremy Robbins, thanks Jeremy, Nelson and Noel, thank you very much. This one here is a 35 by 24 canvas. This is a big one. This is a very popular local landscape location to me. I'll come back as far as I can, this one. So this is a big one. And lots of photographers from all over the world come to photograph this. This is the old pier at Swanage, and it's a very minimalist, lots of sticks in the water, and it looks really, really good. And I go here quite regular to shoot pictures. You can't actually take this shot anymore because the authorities on the pier, or the new pier, for one thing, stop you coming in before dawn, which is a good time for photographers to shoot, but also they've cut off the access point to get this shot. So this shot now is a very difficult one to try and get. So that is picture number 9. That's a 35-inch by 24-inch, and that's £80. £80, that's a biggie. This one here is a 12 by 12-inch image on a 24-inch square. This one actually is probably one of the most popular photographs I've taken. This is picture number 10, View with a Bench, Study 1. You've seen this one, it's one of my giveaway prizes a while back, but this is also just a popular picture because it means so many things to different people, and I've had stories about, oh, I've sat on a bench like this when this happened or that happened, and you know, there's good news and bad news about people who sat on a bench somewhere in the world, and this resonates a little bit with them, I think. So this is quite a good popular picture, and this one is £40. These pictures normally, this one here normally would be about £250, £300 image. So these are exceedingly good offers at the moment. This one here is another 12 by 12. This is an abstract, and it's I have no idea what plant it is, but it was done for a special colour scheme that a client had, and wanted me to match the greens and stuff, and some sort of floral abstract, and this is what I came up with, this one and the next one. So this is just a green flower abstract, £20, and it's 12 inches by 12 inches. Don't forget, if you want to purchase this, go onto the bio on my Instagram account, which you're on now, go into the links and go into the September basement sale, and they'll see all the images with all the prices and how to buy them straight away. We've had a few purchases, I think, at the moment, so people are obviously getting to do that. So just go in there. Obviously this is going to be recorded, and at a later date, if there's any left, then they can be bought as well. This is another 12-inch off that little set that someone wanted for an abstract, and it's green, it's 12 by 12, and that is 20 quid as well. So they're quite nice, these little small pictures, and I've seen this one framed and it looks really, really good. So have a think about that one. Let me just have a look again and see where people are calling in from. It's just email addresses, I can't get it, but thank you very much for calling in. Nice to know where in the world you're calling in from, it'd be brilliant. So the next one here is, I've got 2 copies of this actually. This is picture number 13, and I did a series from cows. Cows is a well, it's internationally world famous racing centre across the water from me in the Isle of Wight, and they have these events all the time. And I went and I was on a rib, fast inflatable boat to keep up with the boats, and was able to concentrate. I wanted to concentrate on the sails. I didn't really want to concentrate on people in the picture. I wanted the sails. I wanted to show the impact of the wind with the sails. So this picture is a 12 by 12, and again this is £20, and it's part of a series. There's quite a few of these, and I've got 2 of those on the website for the moment for you to look at. The next one is picture number 15, and this one, I really do like this one, because this one I think is just being able to concentrate on the sails. I actually produced this in a style of calotype, which is a sort of old photographic process, and it really, I think, has a sort of yellow tinge. It's probably not coming out on the Instagram page with this lighting and everything else, but it's a really lovely, subtle, creamy sort of feel to the picture, which in a way matches the canvas texture of the sails. So this picture is picture number 15, 12 by 12 at £20. So don't forget, on my link on the bio, it'll be September basement sale, and in there you'll see the complete schedule, all the pictures, all the description, and a method of purchasing them if you want. I mean, obviously, I'd like these to go to better homes, but at the end of the day, it's a bit of an eclectic group I've got here. This next one is a 20 by 30 canvas edge to edge, and this one is another sale picture from cows shoots I did. I did two sort of regattas at cows. One was the main cows, the well-known one, and this one here was one called the Panerai, which, but again, just a picture of the power of the boat through the water. You'll see it probably better on my in my catalogue if you go onto the page and see this one here. This one here is £40, so 24 by 30. It's got a big canvas, and it's very good price, very good price. So let me just move on to the next one. Back to the small ones again. Funny enough, when I hired the rib, I hired it twice, and when I took a couple of pictures back to the captain of the rib, well, captain, there's only 6 seats on it, and I showed him a couple of the pictures I've been shooting, and he was quite amazed. I cut out the hull, and I cut out the people and all the rest of it, but I said to him, this is fine art, so it's like, people want to read into it, whatever. It could be meaning for different reasons, and if there are people in it, I think it begins to tell a different story. So this is a 12 by 12. This is picture number 17, and again, that's £20, £20. And another one in the boat session selection here is number 18. And that, again, it's just the billowing wind billowing sails in the wind. I think just give it a sort of great look. In fact, I've got this one up at my house, and it looks really nice in a white frame. It has a fantastic look to it. So that's picture number 18. You put my glasses on. I keep liking to be nosy and see who's coming in. I can't. When you get email addresses coming in, I have no idea. But I'm very appreciative of you all coming in and having a look and seeing what's going on here in my gallery. When I say gallery, of course, it sounds a bit smart, but this, as I said to you earlier, this is actually my garage, which I've decked out. I've got rid of all the cars and tools and all that sort of stuff, and created a lovely little gallery and a work area for myself, and much nicer. So this is a 24 by 30, and picture here is 19 inches by 19 inches, and this has a heck of a story. This is again in Hokkaido, and I was trying to shoot these stones in the frozen lake. It's a frozen lake in Hokkaido, and I wanted to get a different angle to this, and I just moved a little bit to the side, and suddenly found myself with one leg down a complete hole, tripod and everything else, and luckily to the side of the path here, there's a path, and a couple of other tourists, Japanese tourists, were able to help me out of this hole because I was completely stuck in it. Knapsack on my back, I had a tripod trying to keep the camera dry, and my legs stuck down a hole. When I saw another photographer's photographs from this site ages later, I noticed that there were loads of drain holes right where I was. So the fact that I could have had 2 feet and disappeared forever. So this is a 24 by 30. This is a 19 inch by 19 inch picture. It's picture number 19, and it's going for 65. And this is a really nice picture, I think, that one. And coming back to small again, back to my selection of deck chairs. So this is a deck chair with a different view. The background there is another very famous sort of pier in the south coast called Boscombe Pier, which loads of photographers, like to come and photograph. So this is £30, and it's a 20 by 12 canvas, and it's. I'm trying to get in close on this, but it's tricky trying to do all this. There you go. So that's that one. I've now got, without the pier in, I've got another one, which is picture 21. Same price, £30, but it's just a different view. They actually make quite a good set together, these images, because the deck chair in different poses, facing left, facing right, and to the back of it. So that's another one there, and just two more in this set. This one here of the deck chair, just straight into the centre of the frame, very minimalist, and it could be a deck chair that reminds you of something, a happy holiday, it could remind you of anything, or you could just think about it, who sat there and what view they got. So that's picture number 21, £30, that one. And the next one, again, just a little bit more of the foreground of the beach showing in this one, and I think it's, again, it's a nice little set. I've seen this set up as a group, and they are quite nice as a group. You can have two together, three together, so it's an interesting one to have. I hope I'm not going too fast for you all, but so this is, let me just quickly look at my notes here. This is a 40 by 20, again from Cows. And so this is quite a beast. I'll have to stand back a bit with this one. So this one, 40 by 20. And again, this is the tops of sails racing. There's, I think, 3 different boats involved in this shot. And obviously there's a lot of angst going on below, but the wind and the interrelationship between all these sails from all these different boats just makes a fantastic looking minimalist image. I think, let's come back again, I want to see that one properly. I think that is a nice looking shot. So that picture is picture number 24, £65. This one was a little bit of an experiment. I just did some flower pictures and I wasn't sure how to make them work. And it's a 24 by 24 picture, but it's a composite. And it just, I don't know, it just interests me, and I just put it together. I have no idea why it interests me, but it does, and I think that's part of the attraction. It just, you like it, but you don't really know why. And within the pictures are various different ones. And I suppose if you were of a mind, you could actually maybe trim some of these pictures out, cut them out as separate images. Actually, it's the first time I thought of that, so that's a different concept. So you can either have them as a composite or cut them up as 9 separate images. So that's just called flower composite, and that's £40, and that's a 24-inch by 24-inch. The other thing, I'm not a DIY person by any means, as people who know me will know. I'm right-handed, and all I've got is a left-handed screwdriver, so it's hopeless. But I sort of found a few old tools, I think in my dad's shed and a few other places, and I thought they make interesting sort of imaging, and so I put them together into a composite. And again, I suppose the same principle could apply here, that you could basically, I think they're called hacksaws. So don't believe everything I say. No, they're just saws of some description. Hopefully you can see these different ones. Planes, I think that's a plane saw. I think that's a wrench. And then down below I've got these wrenches, and I've created a sort of like piranha type picture where a small wrench is being eaten by the larger ones, So anyway, it's a quirky little picture. So yes, it could be kept as a composite or cut up. That composite again is £25. no it's not, it's picture number 25, it's £40, sorry, 24 by 24. This one here, back to Hokkaido again. Hokkaido, it's such a fantastic place. If you ever get the opportunity to go to Hokkaido, you'll need to go to Hokkaido. And ideally you need to go like January, February or December when it's really snowing. But this image here, I can't exactly tell you where, because it was in the middle of nowhere, but all I know is that it just made for a fantastic subject, and it just looks so deserted. But the story behind this is, behind me, photographing this, was busloads of Japanese tourists who for some reason were coming to photograph a tree the other way, which was featured heavily in a sort of Japanese either TV program or something. So they were visiting it for a different reason to me. So I had these trees to myself, but everyone else was photographing something else, which I didn't think looked very interesting. So picture number 27 is 19 inches by 9 inches, and that's going to be a price of £27. We've got a couple of more. This one here is number 28. It's a 20 by 20 image, and it's called Running Branch Spirit. This is again from Hokkaido, and that's given me absolutely loads of great imaging. I just like the way this tree branch was sitting on the ice, and it just looked like the dynamics of the branches looked like someone was running, like a spirit. It just gave me the impression of a run. I don't know, is it just me, or is it, does anyone else see that same sort of dynamics in there? It just is a gorgeous picture. Frozen lake, and I've got a feeling that's Kushara. I'm not over sure, but it's like just a beautiful, beautiful picture of running branch spirit. That's a 24 by 24, and that is only £30. This is another in my view with a bench studies. This again is a 20 by 20 image. It's totally different to the other one, which is a really popular one. This one is actually quite popular as well, but possibly not as popular as the other one because it's a little darker. But again, being moodier, I suppose some people will have other stories to tell about this type of scenario. Looking into the future, or what's in front of me. What am I doing here? There's all sorts of connotations for people, to come up with about sitting on a bench like this. This is picture number 29, and it's a 20 by 20, and it's £30. So £30 for this great view with a bench. And back to Hokkaido again, and this one here is a lonely tree on a hillside, and I think it's just gorgeous. This sort of solitary tree, let's see if I can get you there, solitary tree with the sun poking through the clouds above. And this one here, again, it was shot on a farmland in central Hokkaido. I have no idea, and I don't think it really matters. It's a beautiful, quiet composition. The storm was raging, the snow was falling everywhere. The wind was this, it just was magical to be there. The snow was really deep, it's hard to get through it. So there's a great memories of some of these pictures. And this one is £20 for a 12 by 12. This is another running spirit picture, which is, let me just quickly check. It's a smaller version of the one you've already seen. So this one here is slightly cheaper. This is a 10 by 10 image, and that's 25 quid of running spirit tree. So that's that one. We're nearly there. Thank you for keeping with me. Just got a couple more left. This next one is a really great tree. If you like trees, if you like frozen trees, this is a frozen tree on a frozen lake. And the story here is, we had to get permission to go and shoot here, and we had to walk through a forest, across a frozen lake, into another frozen forest. And in this frozen forest, there was nesting sea eagles so you had to be very careful about disturbing them. And coming out on the other side of this little forest in the middle of the frozen lake, you came out and you saw this. And I just think in terms of, as a sort of subject matter, it's just fantastic. It's just a frozen dead tree on a frozen lake, and very minimalist, and a great experience doing that. So that is a 12 by 12 picture on a 24 by 24 inch canvas, and that's £40. And I've got nearly there. I've got a small one here to come, and then we're nearly finished. This is a very small image. It's 4 trees and a fence, picture number 34, and it's an 8 by 6. It's a diddy little one. I've got a few more diddy little ones like this, and they're great. But this one is, again, shot in the snow, and it was snowing, and the fence and these trees, just so minimalist, so perfect for me. Hopefully it might be perfect for you. That is £15. And with that, that's my little show over. So I know it's probably been fast and furious to go through it all, but as I said, the catalogue itself can be seen on my Instagram account. If you go to the bio, go into links and go into the September basement sale catalogue link in there, you'll see all the images again, you'll see the prices, and there's a buy button below it. And I hope that you might might be interested in having one of those great pictures. I've got to wrap it up now, just put the glasses back on again. And I'm so glad that so many of you joined tonight. I just would really appreciate having some comments from you as to whether this style of selling art appeals, because obviously with galleries just now opening up again, is that the way forward, or is it better that you talk and can discuss your art requirements direct with the artist? I'm only doing this in a small way. I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and I'm hoping that some people might like to purchase an image just because it means something to them. But anyway, enough of that. I think we've had enough of me tonight, and I'm very grateful again, I say, for you joining in. I'm going to be doing another presentation tomorrow night, just on a canvas image. I'm just doing like a print crit on a canvas image that I shot fairly recently. So tomorrow night, same time, 19:30 British summertime. And with that, I think I'm going to say good evening. So let me just figure out how to end this, and I've no idea how to end it. Oh, you're still there. Sorry about this. I have no idea. Oh, there we go. Good night.